Welcome to Dice Control Dojo. I'm Phil and I practice every day, even on vacation, to share my tips with you and hopefully get better at the casino. Today we're going to talk a lot while I'm practicing on vacation about food and drink and rest when you're wanting to play craps. So I know when we're talking about you want to have fun. Okay, if you're gonna just go and have fun at the casino, yeah, that's well and good. If you're there to make money and be successful and have a plan, like I do with the craps crew, we have to have a plan in order for us to be successful. So what does that look like? You're going to Vegas for a weekend with some buddies, or Atlantic City. I seem to do better when I'm doing quick shots at my local casino, and I get in there, have a plan. So with everybody, no matter what betting strategy you use, you got to have a plan, right? You have to have money in, the amount of money you're willing to risk, money out, how much you're going to be profitable, how much you're going to lose before you walk away. And when I'm by myself and I'm in a casino, a local casino, and I'm just playing to make money, or to practice or to get better at what I'm doing before I go to Vegas. I have a plan going in, I have a plan going out. You have to make sure that your plan, that you're sticking to the plan, right? You don't want to lose all your money going in practicing at a casino locally. But I seem to do well when I go and I have a plan in, plan out. I may be in a casino for 45 minutes and I'm gone. If I made my profits, I'm out of there. And I suggest that with many people. Like, have a amount of money you're going to go in with, how much you're willing to lose, and how much you're willing to win, and get out immediately. Now, that's my day-to-day stuff. When I go to Vegas and we're going to be there for 3 or 4 days, we definitely have to have a plan in order to be successful at the casino, because there's a lot of factors involved. And if you go to some seminars, there's a lot of discussion about that. The first thing, Vegas, rest, okay? You have to, if you're going, I'm just going to assume you're going to go there to win money and play strategically to win money, not going there to have fun. If you're going there and have fun, bring a couple $100, bet a $15 pass line, play as long as you want, move on, whatever. But if you're going to be there to practice for 90 days like I am, I'm not going there to blow it by, working on having a tremendous time. We have time to have fun, but with our craps crew, we got to have a diligent plan to get there. So when we get there, the first night we're usually there, if it's a Friday night, we don't really make money on that first night. We're tired, we're hungry, we're thirsty, we're coming into a new venue, we just got checked into our hotel, we're not loosened up, we're not ready to go. So Friday nights usually go out to have fun and relax, okay? Maybe have a few drinks, have some food, throw a little bit, get to know the table a little bit, not bet a lot, and then we move on. But that Saturday morning, that's when we're the most successful. Saturday mornings and Sunday mornings are our most successful year after year. And why is that? Well, we're well rested. We maybe had a good meal and we have food in us and we're sustained. We don't have any alcohol in us and we're bright-eyed and bushy-tailed ready to go. So that's kind of where our heads are Saturday morning, right? We wake up. I'm on the East Coast, so I'm going out there. I'm usually up again at 4 in the morning. So we're usually getting our things together. What do? Saturday morning, I'm making sure I'm feeling good. I'm hydrated. I'm having a warming up at people are taking their showers and stuff in the morning. I got my table set up, my bed set up. I'm throwing some dice, getting loosened up, warming up. We'll go down, have a good breakfast, make sure we have some substance in us. in us when we go. And then when we come back from breakfast and we're nice and relaxed, that's when we attack our first table. Usually there's not a lot of people at the casino that early in the morning. Like I said, I'm an East Coaster, so we're up early, we're at the tables early. And if the tables are open 24 hours on a Saturday, then hopefully you can get on a table. Nobody there but the craps crew. We're sitting down, having a good opening round. You can go around. So no alcohol. We're fed and we're sustained. We're hydrated and we're good. We've warmed up before we go, and then we go. After we do a round or two, we maybe stay at the casino for a couple rounds, get to then we go and we sit down and we debrief. How did our throws go? What did that look like? Was anybody not throwing well? Was there anything we can talk about? We go have a Starbucks coffee, sit down, decompress, get to know what's going on, and then we do session number 2. Now this is what we're doing. You don't have to do this. But once again, making sure you're well rested in Vegas or Atlantic City, making sure you have the food in you and you're not overstuffed, you're not understuffed, you're just right and you're hydrated. Those casinos love to dry you out, and that can cause a lot of issues. So what do? We're having our first 2 morning sessions. Then we'll stop and have some lunch, right? Get some more alcohol-free beverages, and then we're gonna work on our afternoon session. What does that look like? So these sessions, they got to be, unless somebody's rolling really well, you got to make sure you're able to get off that table, go rest. Okay, it may be an afternoon nap, it may be a relaxation techniques, it may be just going over, sitting down, having lunch and decompressing. But it's very important when we're talking about alcohol. When we have our 4th afternoon session, that's probably it for us. We've been playing for maybe getting up towards 8 hours. That's enough. We're tired, our arms are tired, your mental game, you're exhausted. It's been a long day. You just got to Vegas, right? So that's when you have your 4th session. If it goes well, great. If not, there's a lot of factors to that. You're exhausted. It's been a long day. So then that's when, after that session, if we want to get on the tables and start goofing around in the evening, that's when we'll do so with a little alcohol. But why I'm talking about alcohol, or swing oil, like my craps crew like to say. Alcohol, as with every activity, affects your fine motor skills, right? Your hand-eye coordination, your muscle memory, your brain synapses. Think about all the stuff that it can affect. So if you're adding to the casino lights, the casino floor, the full craps tables, and you're trying to concentrate, some alcohol is not going to work well for you, just even in the slightest. Just think about this for a second. I'm practicing every day, 90 days, right? And I'm trying to make sure that I'm throwing this in a microcosm, this micro millimeter session right here. I want this to be a perfect hold and a perfect throw. I want my arms to be perfect. Why would you add alcohol to that content to see how you're doing? Especially if I'm throwing at 4:30 in the morning every day. I know how I'm throwing. I can adjust. When you put even a glass can really offset your throw and really get that hand-eye coordination not going well. So, all right, I'm going to get off my high horse with alcohol. I'm just trying to make sure you understand how important it is. If you're going to go there to make money and you want to be a precise, controlled dice thrower, even a Corona or a whiskey, one whiskey is going to offset that. So anticipate that. Have your drinks in the evening with a nice session with your buddies, just shooting the shit, a nice little easy bets, nothing fancy. If you go on a big roll, hey, you did well. But if you want to play, those first 4 sessions in the day should not have any alcohol in it. No swing oil. Yeah, I know my craps crew are booing me because every once in a while we start a little earlier in the afternoon and and then everything goes awry. And then we wonder why we don't do well. So, our Atlantic City run, we were doing bad in the morning, we were doing bad in the afternoon, so we were doing worse in the evening because we just added alcohol to that, and it never ended well. So, what's my summary to all of this? When you're investing 90 days like I am of going to the casino and trying to make money and trying to prove that this works, I'm not going to hurt myself with the throws or hurt you by showing you bad results due to the fact that I was having a few drinks or altering what I'm doing here on a day-to-day basis. So my first 4 throw sessions in the mornings on Saturday and on Sundays are going to be consistently non-alcoholic. I'm going to be well rested at night. I'm going to get up and warm up every day in the morning. I may take an afternoon nap. We're going to eat properly, not overeat, overindulge, not eat because we're on the table for too long. We're going to take consistent breaks and make sure that we're ready to go for each and every session. And we're going to debrief each session. What does it look like? Did we notice anything different about each other? And how can we do better when we go to the next table? So those are my little tips for your Vegas or Atlantic City trips, Biloxi, New Orleans, wherever you're going. If you're going with your buddies and you guys are all working on trying to make money and be successful, then that's my wrap on it. If you want to go and just have fun, just anticipate that this is all thrown out the window because of the many little things that can happen with just a little bit of alcohol in you. So I hope you enjoyed this warning of craps. I know my craps crew, one of them wanted me to talk a lot about swing oil, so here it is for you, the swing oil talking points to everybody. And I hope my craps crew listens to this, because you know what the best strategy is for making a lot of money in Vegas is to not drink all day and throw for a long, long time.